Majorie Greene, she has come forward and weighed on the issue of Graham Platinum. Graham Platinum is supposed to be the governor, not the governor, but the Senate of Maine, and there are a lot of controversies which have been accompanying his campaign. First, we need to understand kind of the background of the whole issue. Graham Platinum was never supported by the establishment of the Democratic Party, and there are a lot of controversies which have accompanied him. But this one is crazy. But I need you first to observe what Majorie Greene had to say concerning the issue of Graham Platinum.
Congressman, we were talking before you came out about Graham Plattner and the very serious allegation that he sexually assaulted a woman back in 2021, an allegation he denies. More and more prominent Democrats are calling on him to end his campaign. Should he?
You know, I don't know anything about his policies. I just started learning about him yesterday when I saw this blow up. However, I do know what establishment political hit jobs look like. And I really wish women, when a woman is raped, it's extremely serious. And I stand behind women that are raped. And I ended my political career on that, by the way. And I wish women would come forward. The most important thing a woman can do is come forward and report a rape, not report it years later when someone is running for office.
I want to learn more about the United States politics, learn its policies, give out my own opinions, and change my mind as time goes by. I don't want to be stuck on one given opinion. So, as you have heard from Majorie Greene, she is the individual who was a victim of, I can say, the establishment of the Republican Party. And what she said is that she can see, or she is aware of how the establishment can come after you, more especially if you don't stand for what they believe in. If you have followed the politics of Graham Platinum, the establishment of the Democratic Party was not interested in him. They didn't support him. But he went ahead and divided them, and they won. There are a lot of issues which have been accompanying Graham Platinum. One of it was he was accused of having a tattoo which is associated with Nazi. And also there were some accusations about his abusive relationship before. But he went ahead and divided all those challenges. He accepted he had some faults, and he won the primaries. I don't believe the establishment of the Democratic Party still accepted what the individuals of Maine stood for. Now, here is something which is so essential. You know, there's this issue that I got it from somewhere that the bigger the bus, that is where the one which holds money, the larger or the bigger the sword, the long the sword. This is whereby individuals with enough resources can go ahead and overturn the will of the people. And I believe this is the case which is happening in Maine, whereby a few individuals, the elites, who want to control what the Democratic Party stands for, are interested to control what the results are supposed to be attained in Maine. I believe this is my own opinion, and I'm entitled to share that opinion. I don't know about the lady Jane Rascott. Is the individual who said that Graham Platinum abused her. She is one who has gone after Graham Platinum. I don't know her, but here is what I am supposed to say. I'm about to say. I strongly believe this one woman is going to overturn the will of the people, or she's going to be used on behalf of the establishment to turn the will of the people of Maine. That's my own opinion. Because individuals normally use these tactics to get rid of those people who they are not aligned with. Let's see what Majorie Greene had to say. She posted on a post which I had she deleted. Here is what she said. If you are raped sexually, if you are raped or sexually assaulted, report immediately. Don't wait years later until the man runs for office to go to news outlets to tell your story. This is what she wrote on X. If you are a genuine human being who has some decency, I don't think there's a reason why you can disagree with her. Individuals can be used to influence political outcomes, and I believe this is the case which is happening in Maine. They tried to stop him from filing for primaries. They wanted him to be out, but he defied those requests and they went ahead and won. Now that there are high chances that he may go and become the senator of Maine, I believe that is the seat he is looking for. They want to throw more dirt, more garbage, more conspiracies on him. My question is, why did this woman not come out before the primaries? Because there were some other individuals who came out. I believe this is an organized kind of a tactic to ensure that Graham Platinum doesn't become a united does not become the main representative. Majorie Greene went forward to say, "You know, I don't know anything about his policies," she said. "I just started learning about him yesterday when I saw this blow up. However, I do know what establishment political hit jobs look like." I agree. This is a hit job after Graham Platinum. More especially individuals of Maine need to understand. Your choice is not needed by elites. Elites are not interested in who you have chosen. And that's why some individuals don't want you to vote for him. So if he is going to survive, you need to show the establishment that this is the person you are interested in. I don't want to ignore the claims of this ready-made, but I'm also aware. I don't want to be blinded by this whole issue political theater. That the establishment, more especially you can see how that lady was handling the news reporter of The View, how he was handling, how he was framing the question. It's as if this is evidence that Graham Platinum committed a crime. And that's how the mainstream media is. It wants to frame individuals in that they appear guilt even before evidence has been provided. Let's say this was a consensual agreement between Graham Platinum and the victim. The victim. I seriously believe this is a hate job. Now, Majorie Greene went ahead and said that the decision to elect Graham Platinum should be left for the Democrats of Maine to decide whether they want him or not. And why do I support this? Because for the establishment, it's very clear they have not been wanting Graham Platinum from the very beginning. And if this opportunity is given to them, they will seize it. But if the individuals who made the decision to elect Graham Platinum are allowed to make their own decision, that's going to be great. Here is what she said about the Democrats of Maine. Democrats voters in Maine voted for Graham Platinum knowing he had his Nazi tattoo, knowing he had scandals, not this scandal. So he did win his primary. And I think the main voter should be able to work that out. I really do, she said. I agree with her. The voters of Maine should be given an opportunity either to support Graham Platinum or not support him. These conspiracy theories, political theater, I believe they should not be given a priority. Because if they are given, I believe one individual can be used to overturn the will of the people of Maine. As usual, I would really love your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about the whole issue of Graham Platinum and the establishment of the Democratic Party? Support through subscription, like, and also don't forget to share. See you in my next one.